What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming back to my channel. Do me a favor, just starting out here on YouTube, trying to grow my channel a little bit, hit the subscribe button. And if you like my video, hit the like button, hit the share button, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Second Amendment lovers out there, do you know what Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have planned for you? Let me tell you, I didn't. I had no idea. Now, I'm a gun enthusiast. I like guns. I've always liked guns. When I was a little kid, I had a big, huge box of toy plastic guns we used to run around out in the woods with. And back then, it was a little different. It was a lot different. 44 years old. It was a lot different. You could run out in the woods and play with toy guns, and you wouldn't have to worry about anyone calling the police or anything like that. But real guns. Okay, so yeah, I really like the fact that I'm able to purchase a gun, own a gun, for my safety, for sport, for whether it's hunting, whether it's home protection, whether it's personal protection when I leave the house. Um, Regardless of what it is, the Second Amendment, like they say, the Second Amendment ensures that we can keep all the rest of the amendments. Without the Second Amendment, we're pretty much defenseless in protection of the rest of the amendments. So, and I mean, you look what happens in some of these other countries where, Nazi Germany, what did they do? They took back all the guns from the citizens and nobody could defend themselves. All right. And that this, I had no idea Biden and Harris, their plan was to do any of this, the stuff that's on their website. Colion Noir. This guy, Colion Noir, he's got a great YouTube channel. He's a real big, he's a real big Second Amendment guy. He loves the Second Amendment. Has great videos about it. He breaks it down a lot better than I could. So, if you have any questions about gun ownership, Second Amendment, what it all stands for, go watch Colion Noir. Great guy, great videos, very informative. He's very knowledgeable. He knows what he's talking about. Me, I'm just a knucklehead up here running my mouth. I don't know what the hell I'm saying, but anyway, so just go on to Joe Biden's website and check out what they have planned for your guns. Um, so I was going through this a little bit, and like I said, I own a few guns. I've owned some different guns over the years. There was one point not too long ago where I got rid of my guns. I didn't have any, but things started to happen, and to me, going out into the sand pits and shoot, target practicing, putting some watermelons or some pumpkins out there and shoot. That's been a form of stress relief. Like, I'm big into meditation and I like yoga, things like that. And to me, and to a lot of people, firearm therapy is a real thing. You go out there, you shoot. It's a stress relief. If you've never done it, I would highly recommend going to a shooting range. There's a lot of these places that have indoor shooting ranges you can go to. Try it out. And the way I see it is that I would rather have a gun and never need one than to need a gun and not have one there. So I don't want to get caught with my hands in the cookie jar at some point and not know what to do, not have anything to help me, protect me, or anything like that. Um, and recently I went out, a few months back, went out and got myself a Mossberg pistol grip pump shotgun. Always been a fan of those. I just like the style of those pistol grip shotguns, and I wanted one for a long time. It's not a super expensive gun, nothing fancy. I've always just wanted one. I always liked the looks of them since I was, in my 20s. I would see them at gun stores or pawn shops or whatever. I'm going to have one of those. I like those. And, I went to it's hard to find anything these days, but I went to a local gun shop a few months ago and I walked in and boom, it was just sitting there on the wall, hung up on the wall. And you walk in and it shines. It's like, yep. And the gun owner, the gun store owner said, "Is there anything I can help you with?" I said, "Yeah, I'll take that over there." First thing I said when I was a foot in the door. It's pretty funny. But so I like my Mossberg. It's a lot of fun. I like going out in the sand pits with it. Today, no yoga, no meditation. .12 gauge Mossberg pistol grip pump. All right, so this was one of the things that I thought was interesting. The buyback the assault weapons and high capacity magazines already in our community. So all this is on Joe Biden's website. I recommend you go to Joe Biden Kamala Harris's website and you can read this whole thing. There's a whole thing. I didn't want to bring it all on here. It would be too much to go through. But go check this out. It says buyback the assault weapons and high capacity magazines already in our communities. Biden will also institute a program to buy back weapons of war currently on the streets. Weapons of war. This will give individuals who now possess assault weapons or high capacity magazines two options: sell the weapons to the government or register them under the National Firearms Act. All right, so that's going to give you one option. You're going to sell them back. If you don't want to sell them back, you're going to have to register them. So then when something else, some other gun tragedy happens, it's going to be a mandatory buyback. If you don't sell them, they're going to take them. I mean, that's generally what's happened in the past is if you don't want to do the buyback now, you register them. Then when they decide it's a mandatory buyback, they knew who has them. Reduce stockpiling of weapons in order to reduce the stockpile of firearms. Biden supports legislation restricting the number of firearms an individual may purchase per month to one. So firearms collectors, federally licensed firearm dealers, they just buy one a month. Like some people are firearms enthusiasts. They collect guns. Some people collect baseball cards. Some people collect cars. All right. Keep guns out of the hands of keep guns out of the out of dangerous hands. All right, the federal background check system, blah 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 blah. We all know that criminals are going to get guns. Listen, drugs like heroin and crack, that's all illegal, right? Drug dealers and criminals still get their hands on heroin and crack in huge numbers and still sell it. Criminals are going to get guns regardless if they're illegal. It doesn't matter. They're going to get them. So putting restrictions on responsible, legal gun owners is the absolute worst thing to do. Worst thing to do. It's my opinion. I could be wrong. Like I said, check out Colion Noir. Go check out Joe Biden's plan for yourself. I happen to live in a state where you can conceal carry. You don't need a permit. You used to need a permit, and I went through the concealed carry permit course. 20 something years ago, I took the course. FBI instructor came, taught the course. It was great. I went through it. It was a 2-day course, Saturday, Sunday, 8 hours each day. Took that, got my concealed carry permit. Had that for I think 4 years. But now in the state I live in, you don't need a license to carry. You don't need a license to conceal it. You can just it's a very black very. There's not really many gun laws in the state where I live, and it's good. It's good. There's no gun violence in the state where I live. Um, so yeah, so I went out and got myself a concealed carry, a firearm that I could keep on my person. Just for the simple fact that I feel safer with it the way the world has flipped upside down. The little Jennings 22p shooter. Not the best, but it does the trick. Shredded that watermelon. So this is just one last screenshot here I'm going to show you guys before I get off. I didn't want to make this too long. This is another big thing when I was listening to Colion Noir that he was talking about, and the online sale of firearms and ammunition. Biden will enact legislation to prohibit all online sales of firearms, ammunition, kits, and gun parts. So, create an effective program to ensure individuals who become prohibited from possessing firearms or use their weapons. So, anyway, I think that ending the online sale of firearms and ammunition, I think I mean, I don't know. The things you can get online these days is crazy. Why? I don't understand if you have a firearm and something happens to it and you need to order a part from somewhere in Texas and you live on the East Coast in North Carolina or Massachusetts or something. Well, why can't you order that? I mean, you go to the stores around here now, and they're all out of ammo. There's hardly any weapons on the shelves. Why can't you order some ammo online? Um, it looks like in the Biden-Harris presidency, the civil unrest seems like it's not stopping with them. Doesn't really seem like anyone's trying to stop it. So I think right now there's record gun sales in the United States. More people are buying guns than any time in the history of this country, and it's because you can say it's because of the kung flu and the people are just stockpiling whatever they can get, and if they get stuck in their house, whatever. The majority of it is from the civil unrest we are seeing from Black Lives Matter, Antifa. Um, there's no, I haven't seen any right wing militia groups or white supremacist groups running around burning down cities and tearing down statues, but that seems to be the narrative. But so I think people are arming themselves because they're seeing these people coming into the suburbs. They're coming into their neighborhoods. They're coming into smaller towns, Kenosha, Wisconsin. They're approaching people in vehicles with firearms. You need to protect yourself. And unfortunately, right now, in cases like the McCloskeys, I think that was in St. Louis, and Rittenhouse in Kenosha, and there's a couple other cases where the people that seem to be on the right side of the law are getting arrested and in some sort of trouble. I hope those things work themselves out in court because we need to protect ourselves as law-abiding citizens who aren't out there destroying anything from these people that are doing that. Um, so that's it. Just go on Joe Biden's website, see for yourself what their plans are for the Second Amendment. And just remember, the Second Amendment protects all of our other amendments. Without the Second Amendment, we have no defenses, okay? Um, the Founding Fathers, they wrote this for a reason, okay? Just do me a favor. If you like your firearms, if you like your Second Amendment, go check this out. See what they have to say. Go listen to Colion Noir. Come to your own decision on who you want to vote for if you haven't voted already. All right, that's it. I'm out for today. Like I said, do me a favor. Just getting started here on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the dislike button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you like your guns? Do you like the Second Amendment? Do you not? Do you hate guns? I want to know. Leave me some comments. I want to hear some feedback from some of you guys out there. Be safe. The world has gone crazy. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Be kind to your neighbors. And till next time, peace.